And if you don't want to have your arms stretched all the way out, feel free to kind of fold the forearms on top of each other. Maybe allow the forehead to rest down there. And while you're here, I encourage you just to notice all of the places where you feel the body connecting with a surface. So maybe you feel the hands against the mat, maybe the knees and the feet. And give yourself just some affirmation and encouragement to allow the body just to kind of relax into that surface. Begin to tune in to your breath while you're here. Just feel the expansion of the body as you breathe in and out. So maybe you feel the belly pressing against the thighs as you breathe in. Maybe you feel the chest expand. So just try to become present of this moment. Just noticing how you feel right now. And on your next inhale, lift the arms and the head just slightly. Start to walk the hands all the way over towards that right side of your mat. As you reach over, once you get to the furthest point, you can let the head and neck release. But allow your left hip to press down just a little bit further onto that left side. You might feel the stretch deepen kind of along the arm and the shoulder. And again, we'll just hold here for a few breaths. On your next inhale, slowly rising slightly, start to walk the hands all the way over towards the left side. Again, you can release the head and neck down. Let the right hip press back. And again, just hold here. And next inhale, hands come back to center. And lift the hips, come up onto hands and knees, moving into cat-cow. If you need to bring your blanket underneath your knees here for extra cushion, please feel free to do so. So when you're ready, inhale, allow your belly to lower, your tailbone will lift. The eyes can look out in front of you. Exhale, arching and lifting the spine, tucking your tailbone. Draw your chin towards your chest. And let's take about 5 to 6 more of those. Inhale for your cow. Exhale, lifting and arching up for your cat. Okay, go ahead, take 3 to 4 more. Just move with your breath. You're just noticing that movement of the spine. Notice any areas that feel tight. Notice any places that move with ease. Okay, let's go through one last round. Next time that you arch the spine up for cat, just find a flat, neutral spine. Come back to what we call our tabletop position. Okay, so from here on your next inhale, we're moving into bird dog. Extend your right leg out behind you. Reach back through the heel. If you feel comfortable, left arm can reach out in front as if you're going to shake someone's hand. So the thumb points towards the ceiling. So as you're holding here, see if you're going to reach back through the heel, reach forward through the fingertips. So you're finding length as well as building that strength through the core. Good. Exhale, let's relax. Come back down, plant the hand and knee. When you're ready, we'll switch sides. Inhale, left leg will extend back. If you're comfortable, right arm reaches forward and finding that full expansion through the limbs. Fingers reaching forward, heel reaching back. Good. Exhale, come back down. Let's do that one more time on each side. So when you're ready, again, inhale, right leg extends. Left arm can reach forward. Good. If you need to keep a little bend in the knee, that's okay. But if you want to get that full stretch, really extend. And exhale, release. Great work. One more time, opposite side. Inhale again. Left leg is back. Right arm can reach. Good work. Exhale, plant the hand, plant the knee. Take it back for a quick little child's pose here. Just breathe it out. Good. Inhale. As soon as you're ready, come right back up onto hands and knees. Make sure hands are back under the shoulders. We're going to kind of take it up a notch from that previous set of bird dogs. So this time, if you feel comfortable, bring the right leg back again. Left arm is forward. If this is enough for you, just stay in this practice. If you want a little challenge, exhale. Draw the elbow and knee towards one another. Inhale, re-extend, reaching back out. See if you can do that a couple more times. So exhale, come together. Inhale, reaching out. Good. Let's do two more. Good. One more time. Good. Exhale. Plant the hand, plant the knee, come back to center. Good. Let's go ahead and switch sides. So inhale when you're ready. Left leg extends. Right arm can reach forward. If you want to take it up a notch, exhale, drawing back together underneath the body. Inhale, extending, finding length. Good. If you'd like to, see if you can do a few more. You need to rest, feel free to rest. Do what is best for you. Good job. One more on this side. Good. Exhale, hand and knee plant. Good. From here, we're going to take a few little hip circles around. So press your hips over towards the right, back like you're coming into child's, over towards the left, and back to center. So just circle it around a couple more times. Good job. Next time that you're back at center, let's go ahead and switch the direction. Go the opposite way a few times. Good job. Last time here. And next time you're back at center, you can pause there. And again, making sure your hands are back under shoulders. Let's tuck the toes under, lift the knees, lift our hips. Come up to that first downward facing dog shape of class. And if your hamstrings are feeling tight, I highly encourage you, bend in one knee, press down through the opposite heel so you can get a little bit more movement and stretch to the back of the legs. Also, give your head a little shake. Yes and no. Make sure you're not tensing the shoulders too much. Good. So from this downward dog, on your next inhale, walk your feet towards your hands. Come into our standing forward fold. And from here, go ahead and bring your hands to opposite elbows and allow your upper body to take a few little sways from side to side. Then you can keep as much of a bend in your knees as you need to. Great. So from here, we'll be doing our sun breathing practice. So inhale when you're ready. Draw your hands to your shins, your knees, or your thighs, whatever's most supportive for you. Make sure you're not, see how it's kind of rounding through my spine here? Draw your shoulder blades together. See how that flattens the back? And reach the very top of the head forward. Exhale, forward fold, reach back down wherever you can access. Inhale, draw your arms out by your ears. Press down through the feet, engage the core. Lift all the way up to standing. And we'll take 4 more. So exhale, hinge forward from the hips, come back down to the fold. Inhale, halfway up to that flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, take your time, draw all the way up, nice and tall. Good, last 3. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway up, flat back. Exhale to release. Inhale, all the way back up. Good, final 2. Exhale down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale, all the way back up. Good. And our final round. Exhale down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale to release. Inhale, coming all the way back up. Exhale, let the arms relax. Good. I'm going to adjust the screen here. And we're going to move into a few sun salutations. So come on up to the very top of your mat if you're not already there. Have your feet about hip width distance. Draw your hands or palms to touch right in front of the heart space. If you're comfortable, close the eyes here for a moment and let yourself really feel into your heartbeat. Maybe the thumbs pressing against the chest can allow you to feel that heart rate. And on your inhale, we want to expand the arms out in front of the chest, lift them up and overhead, and optional, you can take a little back bend. Exhale, forward fold, come all the way back down. Bring your fingertips in line with your toe tips and take a step back with your left foot coming into a lunge. You may lower the back knee if you wish or keep it raised. Hands may stay down. Come up to rest on the thigh. Come to the heart or come up alongside your ears. So any of those options are worthwhile. As you're here, press your hip flexors forward. You guys kind of see that movement so you can stay up. But if you press forward, you're going to get a much greater stretch through the hip flexor. Make sure your knee stays over the ankle while you're here. Exhale, hands relax, come back down by the front foot. Front foot steps to meet the back foot. Lift the hips, come into that downward facing dog. On your next inhale, you may shift forward to plank, or you can modify, come down to your knees. We're going to do our chaturanga and go through our yogic push-up. So shift your shoulders forward of your hands. Elbows bend, they should be over the wrist. From there, the chest can lower, scooping either to cobra or pressing all the way up and into the tops of the feet for your upward dog. Good. From here, tuck your toes under, lift your hips, come right back to that downward facing dog shape again. Let your eyes look back up to the front of the mat. Take as many steps as you need to get that left foot all the way back up to the top. Good. So when you're here, again, you're in your lunge, so you can come up to any height, any variation that suits you. Again, practice pressing the hip flexors forward. See how that feels to the body. Exhale, lower the hands and step the back foot up to meet the front forward fold. Inhale, draw all the way back up, arms reach overhead, little back bend if you wish. Exhale, hands back to heart. Good job, everyone. That's one round. We're gonna do 2 more. So make your way back up to the top of the mat if you're not already there. When you're ready, inhale, arms come out, up, a little back bend, exhale, forward fold. Good. When you're ready, this time, your right foot is gonna step back first for your lunge. Again, any variation that you'd like. I'm gonna give you the option on this one if you'd like to do a twist. So if you wanna follow me, bring your hands to heart center, have your elbows lifted, so don't have the elbows dropping down like this. And we're gonna twist to the inside of our body today. So turn, so you're gonna bring that left elbow to the inside of the left knee, and turn your head to look over the right elbow. And we'll hold here for a couple of breaths. And when you're ready, exhale, twist back to center. Very good. Hands can plant. And the front foot will step to meet the back. Lift your hips, downward facing dog again. Good. Inhale, shifting forward, either to full plank, or don't be afraid to modify if that suits you better. Chaturanga through, shift, elbows bend, keep them close to the rib cage, scooping chest to cobra, or to upward dog, your choice. Moving right back again to our downward facing dog. Good. Eyes look back to the top of the mat. Take as many steps to get your right foot back up to the front as you need. Again, landing in that lunge. If you want to follow me again for the twist, hands back to that heart center space. Exhale, we're going to bring the right elbow down towards the inside of that right knee. And see if you can turn the head to look over that left elbow here. Great. On your next exhale, coming back to center, hands can plant, and the back foot will step up to meet the front forward fold. Inhale when you're ready, drawing all the way back up. Exhaling, hands to heart. Okay, 2 down, 1 more to go. So coming back to the top of the mat, last and final round here. Just as a heads up, we're going to include a pigeon during the middle of this one, so be on the lookout for that. But when you're ready, inhale, arms expand out and up, little back bend if you'd like. Exhale, forward fold, come all the way down. Okay, fingertips in line with toes, left foot steps back for your lunge. And again, any variation you'd like. If you want to follow me, we're doing the hands down twist. So you're going to bring the right hand to the inside of that right foot, and right underneath the shoulder. Twisting, reaching the left arm up. Eyes can follow, or maybe they can stay down. That's really up to you. Go ahead to take a couple more breaths here. And on your next exhale, unwinding, bring the left hand back down, right hand steps out, and front foot steps to meet the back, lift the hips, downward dog. And so this is where our first side of pigeon will come in. On your inhale, you're gonna lift that right foot high behind you, 3-legged dog. And then exhale, drawing the knee towards the chest, lowering it right behind the right wrist. Untuck the back toes. Try your best to scoop the leg just a little further behind you. Important here to try to keep your hips square. So don't roll over onto that right glute. Try to square the hips towards the mat. You can come up so you're still on your palms, or you can relax down, maybe come onto your forearms, maybe even rest the forehead all the way down to the floor. Do whatever you can. Pigeon is a little longer held stretch, so we'll be here for about 30 to 45 seconds. So just rest here. Maybe tune back into your breathing. I think it's amazing that sometimes the more we're able to breathe into the stretch, really focusing on letting that tension go with our breath, we'll find that we can release into the stretch a little bit more with each breath out. Your next inhale, if you were down on the forearms, we're going to make our way back up onto the palms, bring them back under the shoulders. Tug the back toes when you're ready. Lift right back in to that downward facing dog shape. Right, inhale. Go ahead, come to plank or modify down, chaturanga through one more time, meeting either in your cobra or your upward facing dog. And then again, return back to downward dog. And other side of pigeon here. Inhale, left leg lifts high for three-legged dog. Exhale, drawing that left knee in, right behind the left wrist is where it goes. Untuck the opposite toes, scoot the leg back a little bit. Again, try your best not to roll to one side or the other. You're welcome to bring your blanket underneath the hip for a little bit of cushion. And maybe the upper body wants to rest down. And you may notice a big difference in the two sides. Very, very common. We tend to sit with one leg crossed over the other, and that's going to affect what our hips actually feel like in their alignment. Again, just take a few relaxing breaths while you're resting here. When you're ready, on your next inhale, palms come back under the shoulders once again. Tuck the back toes. Come back to downward facing dog. And next inhale, step the left foot all the way back up to the front of the mat, landing back in your lunge. If you'd like to do that hands down twist, bring the left hand to the inside of the left foot. Reach the right arm all the way out and up. Eyes can look up or down. And hold here for a few more breaths. Next exhale, unwind from that twist. Right hand plants under the shoulder, left hand steps out, and the back foot steps up, forward fold. Inhale, take your time, come all the way back up. Little back bend if you wish. Exhale, hands back to heart. Again, I encourage you just to pause for a moment, close the eyes, check back in, notice the heartbeat, notice if it changed. Then on your next exhale, just relax the arms. Okay, wonderful work, everyone. We are all done standing, so we're going to come on back down to the mat and just lie down on your back, and you can have a bend in your knees. So take a moment for your transition. And once you are down, just give yourself about 30 seconds or so to settle in. Again, check in with all the places where the body is connecting with the surface around it. It's always a good idea to do that, just so you can make sure you're being present with your experience. And when our mind is wandering off and we're not present with what we're feeling, we're not really doing our yoga practice the justice it deserves. Okay. from here, we're going to move into a bridge series. So the closer you have your heels towards your glutes, the more challenging it's going to be. So be mindful of that. Have your arms down by your sides to start. Palms are facing down. Okay, so from here, on your next inhale, I want you to imagine you're pulling your belly button towards your spine so that your lower back is going to press against the floor. Once you've done that, then press and lift your hips up to your own desired height. So it doesn't have to be all the way up to a full bridge if you don't want it to be. Because as you exhale, you're going to go ahead and lower the hips all the way back down. And we're going to do that about 10 times. But I want you to be really conscious of engaging the core first. So belly button in, then lift. Exhale, come down. So now that you've got that, let's go ahead and give it a whirl. So inhale up, exhale down. And remember to engage the core each time. That's helping to support the lower back. And our core and our lower back are very much connected. So if you ever are one to deal with kind of lower back pain, sometimes some core weakness can be a contributing factor. So strengthening the core may help you. Just kind of depends on exactly the area that you're dealing with. And so last two here. And last one. So next time your hips lower down, go ahead and lift your arms, bring them up and overhead, reaching them as high as they'll go. And then we'll switch. So again, engage the core, press the hips up, arms lower back down by the sides. So we're kind of adding on. Exhale, hips lower, arms lift. And switch. Good, I know it's a lot to think about, but try your best to stay present. Feeling into your body, building that internal awareness. And a few more here, almost done. Good, last one. Okay, next time you lift the hips, go ahead and lower them back down. Give them a moment to relax. Maybe you want to give the knees a little swish from side to side, windshield wiper them back and forth. Just a nice way to kind of even out some of that hip mobility, tightness. Good. Knees come back to center. Pause there. Good. And from here, we're going to go ahead and move into a figure 4 for our hips, which is basically a pigeon, but on your back. So we'll revisit that now. So lift your right foot, cross the right ankle right above the left knee, pressing that right knee out and away. Make sure that you flex your right foot. That's an important step that a lot of people forget. If this doesn't give you a stretch yet, pick up on the left foot. See if you can reach the arms or the hands underneath that left leg and just pull the left knee in closer towards the chest. Okay, so it's very similar to pigeon, but for some people this is a little bit more accessible. And so our class today is going to be, if you haven't kind of been able to tell already, kind of more focused on the hips and lower back area. Okay, so take a few more breaths in and out here. Good job, everyone. When you're ready, exhale, release the hands if they're under the leg, uncross them. Good. Do a quick check-in of those windshield wipers with the knees again, just resetting. Good. Knees come back to center and let's switch it up. So left foot will lift, placing the left ankle above that right knee, pressing left knee out. Make sure you flex the foot on the left leg. Don't forget that. Inhale, right foot lifts, reach underneath the right thigh, pulling that knee in as tight as you comfortably can. The further you pull it in, the deeper the stretch will be. And again, we'll breathe and relax here. But if you're really tense, you're trying to force the stretch, it's actually not that helpful. Try to allow your body to relax while maintaining that position. And then you will find that you're able to move deeper into the stretch. Great work, everyone. Exhale. Go ahead, release. Let the legs uncross one more time. Couple windshield wipers. Okay, returning knees back to center. Good, we've got a few more stretches yet to do. So from here, we want to pull the right knee in towards the chest. Maybe hold on to the front of that shin with the hands. Opposite leg can extend out if you're comfortable. And let's go ahead and start to circle around with that right knee, just working into the hip socket. But if it's too uncomfortable to hold on, you can just release. Let the leg circle around on its own. Okay, go ahead and switch up the direction of that circle. So do a few the other way. Good. Bring the knee back to its starting point. Bring your right hand back up if it was released. And let the right hand start to pull the knee open towards that right side. Make sure your left hip doesn't start to lift. We want to keep the left hip down so it's flat against the mat. And just notice and feel that stretch that goes through the inner thigh area. Good. Switching, bringing the knee back to center. Left hand will come to the knee. Exhale as you pull the knee just slightly over. Make sure that your right hip doesn't lift up. That glute should still be down against the mat. Okay, so let's continue to alternate. So go ahead, bring it back out to the right side when you're ready. And then switching, bring it back over to the left. Do that a few more times. Try your best to breathe with your movement. So as you cross over, inhale. And then on your next breath, going back out to the opposite side. Okay, next time that you cross over, return the knee to center. Reach the hands back underneath that right thigh. And then inhale, work on straightening the leg up. And maybe the hamstrings are too tight, so you can't straighten it all the way. Don't worry about it. Just go up to your own degree. Exhale, bend the knee, come on back down. Let's see if you can do that a few more times. Inhale up. Exhale down. Great, 3 more. Come up and down. Very nice. Last 2. And this time, after you lift, go ahead and hold the leg up if you can. And it will do something called nerve gliding. So while you're here, if you're able to, inhale, see if you can straighten the knees slightly as you point the toes up to the ceiling. Exhale, bring a little bend to your knee, and then flex the toes down towards you. Good. See if you can do that a few more times. So inhale, straighten and point. Exhale, bend and flex. Good. Few more. Good job. Last one. Good. On your next exhale, we can let the right leg release. Bring it all the way down. It might feel tired at this point. Give it a little shake, a little roll from side to side, and just let it relax. And check in, close the eyes. Do you feel that the right leg has more places resting against the surface of the floor than the left leg does? Or does that right leg feel more flat than the left side? I know mine does. And so we will even out our legs when you're ready. So pull your left knee in towards the chest. And then we'll start all over. When you're ready, let's go ahead, start to circle that knee around. And it's up to you. You don't have to hold on, but explore what works for your body. There are lots of options. And go ahead and switch the direction when you're ready. Good job. Let's bring the knee back to center. Reach the left hand back up. Exhale, pulling the knee out towards that left side. And just hold there for a breath. And then on your next breath, bring the knee back up. And again, pull it slightly over. Notice, see my hip is not lifting off of the floor. I'm keeping the hip planted so that the stretch is really coming all the way back through that hip, working into what we call the IT band. And then when you're ready, let's switch it back over to the other side. And continue to alternate, going back and forth. Job. One more time on each side. Good. When you're ready, let's return the knee to center. Reach under the thigh and moving to the hamstring. Inhale, let's straighten the leg as much as you comfortably can. Exhale to release back down. Continue, take a few more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Good, keep it going. Good job. This time, go ahead and keep the leg lifted a little bit longer. We'll move right into our nerve gliding. Inhale, knees straighten slightly, toes point. Exhale, knee bends, flexing the foot. Good, just do it to the best of your ability. Good, take a few more back and forth. The last one here. Good work. Go ahead when you're ready. Exhale, the leg can rest. Bring it all the way back down. Give it a little roll from side to side. And again, just check in. Notice the two sides. Hopefully they feel like they're both a bit more relaxed at this point. Good, so not quite done. We've got two more stretches to do. So go ahead and bend your knees again. Pull them both in towards your chest. Open your arms out, shoulder height. Have the palms facing up. We're going to do a few little twists here from side to side. So exhale when you're ready. Let your knees start to release down towards the right side. If they don't come all the way down, maybe you want to bring your blanket in between the knees. Good. You can turn your head to look over towards the left shoulder. If you want to deepen, maybe you want to bring that right hand to the top of the left knee. Just apply very little pressure, pulling down only slightly. We will breathe and hold here. And when you're ready, inhale. Knees make their way back to center. And pausing there. When you're ready, exhale. Knees come down towards the left side. And head can turn to look over towards the right shoulder, right arm. Maybe the left hand wants to come to the top of that right knee. Just applying a little bit of pressure. Okay, just take a few more breaths here. Inhale when you're ready. Knees come back to center. And we're going to finish off with a happy baby stretch today. So extend the lower part of your legs up. Try to keep your knees down towards your chest. Maybe you can reach up for the ankles, the insides, arches of the feet, the big toes. For the deepest stretch, reach around to the outside edges of the feet. The wider apart you pull the knees, the deeper the stretch will be. Maybe you want to give yourself a little rock from side to side, just massaging the back. And we'll hang out here for about 30 seconds or so. Okay, after you feel that you've had enough time in your happy baby stretch, you can release the hands, let the legs come back down. And then for our relaxation practice today, you can really take any position. If you want to be right out in Shavasana, maybe you want to take bound angle, the feet together, knees apart, or maybe constructive rest, feet wide, knees making that triangle shape. So gonna choose whatever's most comfortable for you. Take a few moments. If you need to turn the lights down or cover up with your blanket, you can do that now. And so just take a few more moments to get settled in. And for our practice today, we're going to do what's called our progressive muscle relaxation. But if you did choose to set up in one of the poses where the legs are up or down, and you don't want to move them for some reason, you can just skip that part. You can visualize it instead of actually doing any of the movement. Okay. So go ahead and close your eyes if you're comfortable with that. Just allow your body to start to relax into the support that's around it. And sometimes we don't feel that it's okay for us to relax, that we deserve this time. So I really encourage you to give yourself an affirmation. So in your mind, say to yourself, this is my time to unwind. I deserve this time. Give yourself some positive feedback because this self-care time is as important as anything else you do in your day. So once you've given yourself that internal permission, we'll begin to go through our body scan practice. So please feel free to follow along with my directions or just to imagine if that's your preferred method. So starting to bring your attention and awareness to your right leg. On an inhale, lift the right leg slightly away from the floor, just a few inches. Hold it there. And exhale, let the leg relax back down to the floor. Give it a little roll from side to side. And let it relax wherever it feels most comfortable. And now, bring your awareness to your left leg. On your inhale, lift the left leg slightly, hold it there. Exhale, let the leg relax back down. Maybe give it a gentle roll and let it relax wherever it feels best. Awareness will now move up to both of your arms. On your next inhale, lift both arms away from any surface they're resting on. Squeeze the hands, make tight fist, hold them there. And exhale, release the hands, release the arms all the way back down. And maybe give them a gentle roll and let them relax. Awareness is now at the hips and the glutes. On your next inhale, squeeze the gluteal muscles, hold them tight. And exhale, relax and release. Awareness moves now to the belly. On your next inhale, take a nice deep breath in, and as you breathe in, imagine you're expanding your belly like a balloon. Hold the breath at the very top, and then let a nice big exhale out. Good. Moving awareness now to your chest. Again, on your inhale, nice deep breath in, expand your chest. Hold the breath when you get to the top. And then nice big exhale. Release. Awareness now moves to your shoulders. On your inhale, squeeze your shoulders up towards your ears, hold them tight. And exhale, relax and release. And then finally here, bring your awareness to the end of your nose. On your next inhale, squeeze your lips and your eyes towards your nose. Make a really tight face. Hold it there. And exhale. Just relax the face entirely. Just take a few moments to scan through your body. Notice how you're feeling now versus when you first kind of settled in. And then we will go back again one more time. This time you don't have to move a muscle. It's more about accessing the power of your thoughts. So this time when I name a body part, just send your thought to that place and ask it to relax with your mind. So relaxing the toes and the feet. Relaxing the ankles and the calves. Relaxing the knees and the thighs. Relaxing the hips and the glutes. Relaxing the lower back and the belly. Relaxing the upper back and the chest. Relaxing the shoulders, the arms, the hands, and the fingers. Relaxing the neck and the jaw. Relaxing the tongue and the lips. Relaxing the eyes and the eyelids. And relaxing the forehead and very top of the head. Just try to encourage your whole body from head to toe to be as relaxed as it can be. As you're resting there, start to bring your awareness back into the breathing. Notice the inhale and exhale, being present with your experience. Each new breath is a new moment. It's okay if you have different thoughts wandering in and out. Thoughts will come and go. Let them pass. When you notice, you have the power of where you want your attention to lie. Bring it back to this moment, back to your breath and body. Enjoy this time to unwind for yourself. Take the next few minutes just to be still, just to breathe. This is your time to give back to you. Rest, relax, and renew. If you find the mind wandering often, try using a number count with your breath. Count to 4 in your mind as you breathe in. See if you can count to 8 as you breathe out. Again, maybe try inhale for 4. Exhale for 8. Continue with that breath if it serves you. And if the mind has wandered, returning it back. Notice your body, your breath. Notice the sound of my voice. Anything that you notice happening right now. Any sensation that keeps you present. Before we close out our practice today, during this time, our mindset is so powerful. So ask you to bring to mind something or someone that you are grateful for. Take a moment to reflect on that and imagine sending out gratitude to that person or that place or thing. And let that feeling of gratitude wash over your body, just filling you with that deep sense of joy. And once you've had your time to practice gratitude, start to gradually bring some gentle movements back to your body. Maybe you want to wiggle out the fingers or the toes, stretch the arms or the legs. You can stay on your back a little longer, or maybe you'd like to roll over onto one of your sides. That's really up to you. And then when you feel that you are ready to rejoin, please come back up to a comfortable seated position so that we can close out our practice all together. So once you are back up and seated, take your time. If you'd like to, please join in bringing the hands together at that heart space. And let's take a nice deep breath in together. Go ahead, breathe in when you're ready. And nice deep breath out, let it out. Right, and we will close our practice this afternoon with Namaste. Namaste, everyone. The light in me honors the light in each of you. Thank you for sharing part of your afternoon, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. So thank you. Please leave any